Inquisitive viewers, I'm Zamira.
Assalamu alaikum
means hello in Uzbek, one of the official languages of Karakol, Pakistan. The people of Karakol, Pakistan celebrate the beauty of planet Earth with you and are in awe of all that you do to preserve its greatness. May the overflowing love of Allah always be with you. Welcome to the second episode of our show entitled Vegan Honey by MeliBio,
Emulating Golden Nectar
of the Bee People, Part 2 of 2. We continue our discovery of the amazing bee people and of their precious life-sustaining honey, as there is so much to learn and share about them. The bee people offer their diligent and selfless contribution to the planet as they pollinate the diverse flowers and plants that we derive nutrition from or grow as food crops. The succulent nectar that they produce for their own sustenance has unfortunately also been overused by humans, thus putting the lives of the fragile bee people at risk. It is therefore with much relief and great anticipation that we explore the innovative startup MeliBio, a food biotechnology company that's working on a technology to produce bioidentical honey without the use of bee people. In part 1 of our show,
Mr. Darko Mendic,
CEO and co-founder of MeliBio, spoke of the honeybee people, which is the only species of bee people out of more than the 20,000 wild and native species of bee people that produce most of the honey consumed in the world. MeliBio aims to educate the public on two essential facts. Firstly, honey is a vital food element rich in
antimicrobial, antioxidant
properties which the bee people rely on for their own sustenance. Secondly, that the public is likely not aware of the incredible suffering the honeybee people undergo in commercial operations, which expose them to fumigation, cramming, artificial insemination, clipped wings, starvation, and death.
So we talked a lot about sustainability, and we talked a lot about the bees. And bees really matter to this planet because if we lose our wild and native bees, the surface of the planet Earth would look like desert or like a surface of Mars.
Raw honey is rich in flavonoids and other nutriments and is considered a superfood produced by the bee people from the amazing compounds and ingredients they source from plants. Since this nutrient-dense nectar cannot be merely reconstituted as a syrup-based sweetener, MeliBio needed to reconstruct the properties of honey through biotechnology, as Mr. Mendic explains.
Making real honey without bees is very, very exciting, but it's really hard. Honey is a very complex product. So we at MeliBio have developed and are developing our proprietary technology to make real honey without bees. We do that using a scientific technology that was created in MeliBio under leadership of our co-founder and chief science officer, Dr. Aaron Schaller. That technology is teaching us how to work with plants in a way to access those plants and get different ingredients from them and mix them together in a product that's real honey. Also, we are using a microbiology approach where we have identified this extremely powerful microorganisms. And, microorganisms live in the nature. They're all around us. I would say that two things are really important for this technology. One is microbiology and how to recreate the processes from honeybees' honey stomach. And the other thing is how to access plants in a way to get compounds from plants. And honey is not powerful because of the bees as it is because of the plants.
MeliBio harnesses technology and nature in developing a fermentation process to supplement emulating the bioproperties of honey.
Precision fermentation is a growing discipline within the food industry. The Good Food Institute, GFI, recognizes fermentation as a third pillar of alternative protein and alternative food production. Now with the precision fermentation, we are learning how to control the environment. We, as a humankind, are advancing science in a way that we can collaborate, work with those microorganisms, and get to teach them to behave in a way to help us to build the building blocks of our favorite products now coming without animals.
Flesh and blood fill our plate every day. Someone has died unjustly because of us, killing karma sky high, thus beginning wars. Heart-rending is the cry when one's body is cut. His Holiness, Min Dang Quang, vegan.
Beautiful viewers, let's take a short pause to appreciate the hardworking and exemplary Bee Kingdom citizens world. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television.
Welcome back to Vegan Honey by MeliBio, emulating the golden nectar of the bee people, part 2 of 2. MeliBio and its innovative team have risen to the challenge of producing bioidentical vegan honey. Through diligent research and the labor of love, the startup venture succeeded in producing a prototype in a relatively short space of time, considering the complexity of the project, as Mr. Mandich elaborates.
So me and my co-founder had this thing, we kind of kept track of time since the moment we decided to partner together until the first product was unveiled to the public. So I remember that I did some math, and it was 637 days of hard R&D from the moment my co-founder and I shook hands on building MeliBio and producing our first batch in a food manufacturing facility. 637 days. So this is the reality of food tech startups. And I'm really thankful that next to my amazing co-founder and partner, Aaron, that we had endless support and understanding from all of our partners and investors who appreciated that, making honey without bees is hard, and giving us enough time to do the R&D properly to create our version 1 product. So we were really excited that in October 2021, we had this tasting event here in Berkeley, California, showcasing our product for the first time to the wider audience. We had around 100 people from the food tech and investor communities, and that was a very important milestone because we have been able to present this product to the community and get amazing feedback. And that is that people love the product, and not only that it tastes like honey coming from the bees, but also some of the people said that it actually tastes like the best tasting honey that they ever had.
We vegans are now fortunate that such a delectable product has come to fruition with the potential to replace the many products that contain animal-based honey and thus save countless bee people of the honeybee friend and native species. Mr. Darko Mandic tells us more about the potential of MeliBio's honey throughout various industries.
Our first product is more like a commercially used honey, light honey, inspired by clover that's used in baking. But as we progress with our R&D, we'll be looking into more complicated and complex varieties of honey. I'm talking about different types of honeys like buckwheat honey or linden honey or acacia honey or many other honeys that are really powerful. And we're looking into all of these honey varieties, and we as a company want to produce them all.
As Mr. Mandic explains, the vegan honey produced by MeliBio will see its application in several products of diverse industries.
So if you walk into a supermarket, you will find honey in every product category, from food to beverage and cosmetics. So every single product category, should it be bars, granola, should it be drinks, yogurts, or face creams or balms, you'll find honey at least in one of these products. So not only that we're looking for the food industry, we're also looking at the beverage industry, and also we're looking at the cosmetics industry, because there are amazing cosmetics products formulated with honey, but because there isn't a vegan honey yet, those products are not kind, those products are not ethical, those products are not vegan. So MeliBio gives an opportunity for all of these cosmetics companies to finally make their products sustainable, kind, and entirely vegan by introducing vegan honey.
Thanks to MeliBio's diligent team, a product that emulates honey so uniquely produced by the bee people will soon be on our shelves. We applaud once more the mission statement expressed by Mr. Mandich. By bringing delicious, nutritious, and real honey made without bees to the market, we are shaping our present and future in a way that is better for bees and for humans. For more information about MeliBio, please visit melibio.com.